Beyond. It's called a Beyond TV. That's hilarious. All right, let's do this. Let's close that out real quick. That's line. That's line. All right, we good. That's in 4K. So we're gonna be talking about incident response fundamentals on this one. We got a little bit to do. And then we're gonna talk about logs after that. Alright, let's get this going. Best part about this, hang on, you know what? My sound's probably on speakers. There we go. On how to test the sound. I'm just going to YouTube. Make sure my speakers are working. Okay.
Several different processes run on your computing devices, example laptops, mobile phones, etc. Some of these processes are interactive, meaning you perform the actions, example playing a game or watching a video. There will also be some non-interactive processes running in the background that may not require your interaction with them. They are just necessary for your device. Both of these types of processes generate several events. Anything they do, an event is logged for what they have done. Events are generated in huge numbers regularly. This is because many processes run on a device, each performing different.
My water. Oh.
Routine tasks, generating numerous events. These events can sometimes point to something terrible going on in your device. How do we check these vast numbers of events and see if they point to some destructive activity? There are security solutions in place to solve this problem. These events are ingested into the security solutions as logs, and the security solutions can find harmful activities in them. This made our job way more easier. But wait a minute, the real challenge is after the security solution points these activities out. So, when
those are different processes. Security solution, security team, alright.
a security solution finds an event or group of events associated with a possible harmful activity, it triggers an alert. The security team then analyzes these alerts. Some of these alerts may be false positives, while some would be true positives.
True positive.
The alerts that point to something dangerous but are not harmful are referred to as false positives. In contrast, the alerts that point to something harmful and are actually dangerous are called true positives.
Just call them positives.
You can get a better understanding of this from the example below. False positive, a security solution raised an alert on a high amount of data being transferred from one system to an external IP address. Upon analyzing this alert, the security team found that the subject system was undergoing a backup process to a cloud storage service, which caused this. This is known as a false positive.
No.
True
You should
positive,
have had that.
a security solution, the alerts that point to something.
But you should have had that already. Okay. Now this, even though it's a false positive, you shouldn't have that already whitelisted into your firewall or something. whatever you use. Usually it's a firewall. Security team found that the subject system was undergoing a backup process to a cloud storage service, which caused this. Now, usually they only allow certain backup cloud storage service, like OneDrive and shit. Surely you know if it's going to OneDrive, it's, I don't know.
Dangerous but are not harmful are referred to as false positives. In contrast, the alerts that point to something harm, upon analyzing this alert, the security team found that the email was a phishing email sent to this user to Upon analyzing this alert, the security team found that the email was a phish. Upon analyzing this alert, the alerts that point to something dangerous but are not harmful are referred to as false positives. In contrast, the alerts that point to something harmful and are actually dangerous are called true positives. You can get a better understanding of this from the example below. False positive: a security solution raised an alert on a high amount of data being transferred from one system to an external IP address. Upon analyzing this alert, the security team found that the subject system was undergoing a backup process to a cloud storage service, which caused this. This is known as a false positive. True positive: a security solution raised an alert on a phishing attempt on one of the organization's users. Upon analyzing this alert, the security team found that the email was a phishing email sent to this user to compromise the system. This is known as a true positive. These true positive alerts are sometimes referred to as incidents. Assuming the alert is now categorized as an incident, the next phase is to give a severity level to the incident. Imagine you are part of the security team and get multiple incidents simultaneously. Which incident would you choose first to respond to? This is where the idea of incident severity helps. Incidents can be categorized as low, medium, high, or critical based on the impact they can create. Critical severity incidents are always the higher priority, followed by high severity, and so on.
Critical, high, medium, low. Okay. Events. Oh, an alert. True positive. If a fire alarm is triggered by smoke, is it? That's a true positive. Is it a true positive? I guess that's a false positive. I mean, I figured to be a true positive because there is smoke, you know, there is heat, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a false positive. I gotta blow my nose. I blow my nose, boy. Oh,
People usually label every harmful activity associated with the digital world as a hacking attempt. This may be correct, but...
No, what was that? Did I hear something knocking? Let's check the camera.
it is very generic in terms of cybersecurity. Security incidents can be of different types. In the above tasks, we saw an example of a true positive alert, which became an incident after the analysis of the security team. This incident was related to the phishing email, which probably came with a malicious attachment. If downloaded into the system, this attachment may have harmful consequences. This is one type of incident. There are several other types of incidents. These types can occur independently or altogether within the same victim.
Yup.
Malware infections. Malware is a malicious program that can damage a system, network, or application. The majority of incidents are associated with malware infections. There are different types of malware, each with a unique potential to cause damage. Malware infections are mostly caused by files.
Oh, where's she at?
That can be text, documents, executables, etc. Security breaches. Security breaches arise when an unauthorized person gets access to confidential data, something we don't want them to see or have. Security breaches are of the utmost importance as many businesses rely on their confidential data, which must only be accessible to authorized personnel. Data leaks. Data leaks are incidents in which confidential information of an individual or an organization is exposed to unauthorized entities. Many attackers use data leaks for reputational damage to their victims or use this technique to threaten their victims and get what they need from them. Unlike security breaches, data leaks can also be unintentionally caused by human errors or misconfigurations.
Yup.
Insider attacks. Incidents from within an organization are known as insider attacks. Think about a disgruntled employee infecting the whole network through a USB on his last day. This is an example of an insider attack. Someone within your organization intentionally initiating an attack comes under this category. These attacks can be hazardous, as an insider always has greater access to resources than an outsider. Denial of service attacks. Availability is one of the three pillars of cybersecurity. Defensive security solutions and people constantly find ways to protect information. They ensure that the data is available to the people simultaneously. This is because there is no point in protecting something that is unavailable to us. Denial of service attacks, or DOS attacks, are incidents where the attacker floods a system/network/application with false requests, eventually making it unavailable to legitimate users. This happens due to the exhaustion of resources available to entertain the requests. All these incidents have their unique potential to impact the victim negatively. These incidents cannot be compared in terms of the severity of the impact they create. This is because a particular incident can be disastrous for one organization while it can cause minor damage to another. For example, XYZ Corp may not be heavily impacted by a data leak as the information it stores can be useless to anybody else. However, it can undergo a massive loss in case of a denial of service, DOS, attack on its primary website, as its services depend on that website.
Okay. That's a malware infection. Denial of service. Well, let's see what he's talking about. It was snowing pretty hard over there. I remember that. They said it was gonna be like 10 inches of snow, and we got not even an inch. I hate how, no matter what, when I'm studying, I am hungry. Why? Why is that a thing? Why is it when I am studying, I am starving? I don't get that.
I'm a mom and I think it's a girl.
I'm the dad that likes black. I'm a woman.
I'm a mom and I think it's a girl.
I'm the dad that likes black. I'm a woman.
Uh,
In the above task, we saw different types of incidents. Sometimes, handling a variety of incidents in an environment can be difficult. Due to the distinct nature of incidents in organizations, there should be a structured process for incident response. Incident response frameworks help us in this regard. These are the generic approaches to follow in any incident for effective response. We will discuss the two widely used incident response frameworks, SENS and NIST. SENS and NIST are popular organizations contributing to cybersecurity. SENS has offered various courses and certifications in cybersecurity, and NIST played its role in developing standards and guidelines for cybersecurity. Both SENS and NIST have quite similar incident response frameworks. The SENS incident response framework has 6 phases, which can be called bureau to remember them easily. Phase explanation example preparation. This is the first phase. The preparation phase includes building the necessary resources to handle an incident. These resources include developing incident response teams, having a proper incident response plan in place, and deploying necessary security solutions to combat the incidents. Conducting awareness training for employees on phishing emails. Phishing emails are fraudulent emails sent by malicious attackers that can trick you into performing actions that can lead you to an incident. Identification. The identification phase refers to looking for any abnormal behavior that may indicate an incident. This involves using various security solutions and techniques to monitor abnormal events. The security team notices a huge amount of data being sent out from one of the hosts. Upon analysis, it was found to be compromised after a malicious file was downloaded from a phishing email attachment. Containment. Once an incident has been identified, the next step should be to contain it. This means minimizing the impact of the attack. This is usually done by isolating the victim machine, disabling the compromised user accounts, etc. The security team isolates the host from the network to minimize the impact and not allow the attacker to jump to other systems, leveraging the compromised host. Eradication. This phase, as its name suggests, involves removing the threat from the attacked environment. The threat may be of any kind. The eradication phase will ensure the subject environment is clean, and now we can move to the recovery phase. A deep malware scan was executed on the system to remove the malicious software from the host. Recovery. The recovery phase is very important in this chain. It involves recovering the affected systems from backup or rebuilding them. The recovered systems are then tested and are ready to use. The compromised host was reconfigured, and the exfiltrated data was restored from the backup. Lessons learned. This is also an important part of the incident response life cycle. Gaps in the detection and analysis of the incident are identified and documented, helping to improve the overall process in future incidents. Conducting a post-incident review meeting to analyze the incident's root cause and improve the security to prevent future attacks.
National Standard of Institutes of Technology. This organization develops frameworks and policies for information security that is used all throughout the industry. What is the SANS? SANS stand for Sysadmin Audit Networking Security. Sysadmin salary. What does a sysadmin do? Yeah, so they pretty much manage everything. Yeah, I know we had a sysadmin. He knew almost everything. I remember that shit. Scarred. And they got all the episodes. Don't want to stream it.
Tonight, Scar, we're bringing you broken arms, busted faces, and tennis. Tennis? We got my face, and we're counting down from pretty bad to dude, what were you thinking? To the most up clip of the day. Oh, and did I mention we got Tony Hawk? So stick around as we bring more fighting.
I remember that shit, dog. Man, I'm old now. The Incident Report framework of NIST is similar to the SANS framework we studied above. The number of phases in the network is reduced to 4. So the preparation, identification, containment, eradication, recovery, lessons learned. Preparation, data detection, analysis, containment, eradication, recovery, posting. It's the exact same. Literally the exact same. Literally, love that exact
Organizations
same.
may derive their incident response processes by following these frameworks. Every process has a formal document listing all the relevant organizational procedures. The formal incident response document is called the Incident Response Plan. This structured document underlines the approach during any incident. It is formally approved by senior management and consists of the procedures to be followed before, during, and after an incident has been completed. The key components of this plan include, and are not limited to, roles and responsibilities, incident response methodology, communication plan with stakeholders, including law enforcement, escalation path to be followed.
The security team disables a machine's internet connection after an incident. What phase of the SANS or IR lifestyle is followed here? That is containment. What phase of NIST corresponds to lessons learned phase of the SANS? What? Post-incident activity? I guess, yeah.
Remember, we studied the second phase of the incident response life cycle, identification in SANS, and detection and analysis in this. It is very hard to look for abnormal behavior and identify incidents manually. There are multiple security solutions that serve their own unique roles in detecting any incidents. Some of them even have the capability to respond to the incidents and execute the other phases of the life cycle, such as containment, eradication, etc. A brief explanation of some of these solutions is given below. SIEM, the Security Information and Event Management Solution, SIEM, collects all important logs in one centralized location and correlates them to identify incidents.
AV,
AV,
antivirus.
AV, detects known malicious programs in a system and regularly scans your system for these.
Speaking of that.
EDR, Endpoint Detection and Response, EDR, is deployed on every system, protecting it against some advanced level threats. This solution can also contain and eradicate the threat. After incidents are identified, certain procedures must be followed, including investigating the extent of the attack, taking necessary actions to prevent further damage and eliminate it from the root. These steps may be different for different kinds of incidents. In this scenario, having step-by-step instructions to deal with each kind of incident helps you save a lot of time. These types of instructions are known as playbooks.
Playbooks, yeah.
Playbooks are the guidelines for a comprehensive incident response. Following is an example of a playbook for an incident. Phishing email: notify all the stakeholders of the phishing email incident. Determine if the email was malicious by conducting header and body analysis of the email. Look for any attachments with the email and analyze them. Determine if anybody
It doesn't
the
pause.
attachments. Isolate the infected systems from the network. Block the email sender. Run books.
That thing did not even fucking pause at all. Header and body analysis. Email header analyzer. I know they got like online ones of these, but they kind of make me nervous. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I always wonder how you do that. How you send an email, you make it sound like, feel like it comes from anyone. Huh. I mean, it's Larry.com. Larry. Oh, this is pretty fucking cool. Huh, I want to learn more about that later. Playbooks. Alright, this mess. In this task, you will initiate an incident by downloading an attachment from a phishing email. The attachment is malware. Once you download the file, an incident begins. You will now start investigating the incident. The first phase is to see how many hosts are infected with the same file, as there are many chances that a single phishing campaign targets multiple employees with the same organization. You will see some hosts on which this file was executed after again downloaded, and some hosts on which the file was only downloaded. You will perform the necessary actions on all of these hosts to see a detailed timeline of events with the infected host. You form a complete incident response after a phishing email hits multiple hosts in the network. You have to follow the steps given in the site and answer the questions below. That looks crazy. Jeff Johnson, I guess. Oh, well, fuck, I missed half of it. Okay. So, yeah, fucking, I guess I just... Three downloaded to it. One downloaded it. What was the threat vector? Email attachment URL. Well, fuck, I don't know. Let's try it again. Payslip that PDF. I don't know what it's asking. What was the threat vector? That's good. File that payment executed PowerShell.exe. I don't know. What was the threat, Victor? I don't know. Try hack. I don't know. What's asking me? Email attachment? Was that the fucking really? Alright, well that was pretty easy. Alright, let's go to the next room. Alright. Oh, I guess I don't have any updates. Oh. Oops. That is such a huge fucking monitor. Wow. There's a big ass TV. It's definitely 4K, I tell you that. Growing pains. One viewer, it's me. Who's watching this? No one. Well, I got them growing pains. Well, I got them growing pains. I already filed my taxes. Trying to tell me to file my taxes? I already did that shit. I already got them back. Here's how I pay myself. Oh, damn, I just want to be left alone sometimes.
Attackers are clever. They avoid leaving maximum traces on the victim's side to avoid detection. Yet, the security team successfully determines how the attack was executed and is even sometimes successful in finding who was behind the attack. Suppose a few policemen are investigating the disappearance of a precious locket in a snowy jungle cabin. They observed that the wooden door of the cabin was brutally damaged, and the ceiling collapsed. There were some...
What is that locket? Oh, that's cute. Observed that the wooden door of the cabin was brutally damaged and the ceiling collapsed. There were also some footprints on the snowy path to that cabin. Lastly, they discovered some CCTV footage from a neighboring residence. I think it's some decent cable management. What is that shit? Placing together all these traces, the police successfully determined who was behind the attack. Various traces are found in several such cases. Putting all these together takes you closer to the criminal.
It seems like these traces play a big role in the investigations. What if something happened within a digital device? Where do we find all these traces to investigate further? There are various places inside a system where the traces of an attack could be fetched. The logs contain most of these traces. Logs are the digital footprints.
Loves me so much. And then banana. What you doing, baby? What's so good for? You need help opening it? need to check the weather. Oh my god. I might need to run that water a little longer. A little. I mean, that should be good. The next couple of days, -5, -1, motherfucker. Yeah, I might have that water run. Alright, let's finish this lesson. Oh man.
It seems like these traces play a big role in the investigations. What if something happened within a digital device?
What did I call it? What did I even name my stream? Oh. Incident response. There's my ass bending over. That's wild.
We find all these traces to investigate further. There are various places inside a system where the traces of an attack could be fetched.
I'm gonna blow my nose. Where my kitty cats at?
The logs contain most of these traces. Logs are the digital footprints left behind by any activity. The activity could be a normal one or the one with malicious intent. Tracing down the activity and the individual behind the execution of that activity becomes easier through logs. Use cases of logs. The following are some key areas in which the logs play an integral role. Use case description. Security events monitoring logs help us detect anomalous behavior when real-time monitoring is used. Incident investigation.
Security events monitoring logs help us detect anonymous behavior. What does that mean? What is it? Unusual. You could just say unusual. Inconsistent with or deviating from what is usual, normal, or expected. There we go. Look, unusual. That's all you gotta do is put unusual. What's the unusual behavior when real-time monitoring is used? Wisconsin. Down in Wisconsin. Incident investigation and forensics. I don't know where my cat even went, dog. Oh, yeah, that's confusing. There we go. Oh, you motherfucker. Make sure my microphone's even on. Oh, it is on. My microphone is on. Twitch alert. What is the Twitch alert? I don't even know how I got that Twitch alert. You know what I mean? Bro. It's finally warm. Logs are the traces of every kind of activity. It offers detailed information on what happened during the incident. The security team utilizes the logs to perform root cause analysis of incidents. Troubleshooting, as the logs also record the errors in systems or applications. They can be used to diagnose issues and helpful in fixing them. That's wild. Performance monitoring. The logs can also provide valuable insights into the performance applications. Auditing and compliance. Logs play a major role in auditing and compliance, making it easier with its capability to establish a trail of different kinds of activities. This room will equip you with understanding of various types of logs maintained in different systems. We will also be practically investigating logs as traces of different attacks. After completing this room, you will learn the following: the different types of logs, how to analyze logs, analyze the Windows events logs, analyze and web access logs. Where can we find the majority of attack traces in the system? Logs.
In the previous task, we saw various use cases of logs. But there is a challenge. Imagine you have to investigate an issue in a system through the logs. You open the log file of that system, and now you are lost after seeing numerous events of different categories. Here is the solution. Logs are segregated into multiple categories according to the type of information they provide. So now you just need
There are types of different logs.
to look into the specific log file for which the issue relates. For example, you need to investigate the successful logins from yesterday at a specific time frame in Windows OS. Instead of looking into all the logs, you only need to see the system security logs to find the login information.
Oh, that's right.
We also have other types of logs that are useful in investigating different incidents. Let's have a look at them. Log type usage example system logs. The system logs can be helpful in troubleshooting running issues in the OS. These logs provide information on various operating system activities. System startup and shutdown events, driver loading events, system error events, hardware events. Security logs. The security logs help detect and investigate incidents. These logs provide information on the security-related activities in the system. Authentication events, authorization events, security policy changes events, user account changes events, abnormal activity events. Application logs. The application logs contain specific events related to the application. Any interactive or non-interactive activity happening inside the application will be logged here. User interaction events, application changes events, application update events, application error events. Audit logs. The audit logs provide detailed information on the system changes and user events. These logs are helpful for compliance requirements and can play a vital role in security monitoring as well. Data access events, system change events, user activity events, policy enforcement events. Network logs. Network logs provide information on the network's outgoing and incoming traffic. They play crucial roles in troubleshooting network issues and can also be handy during incident investigations. Incoming network traffic events, outgoing network traffic events, network connection logs, network firewall logs. Access logs. The access logs provide detailed information about the access to different resources. These resources can be of different types, providing us with information on their access. Web server access logs, database access logs, application access logs, API access logs. Note: there can be various other types of logs depending on the different applications and the services they provide. Now that we understand what these logs are and how various types of logs can be helpful in different scenarios, let's see how we analyze these logs and extract valuable information required from them. Log analysis is a technique for extracting valuable data from logs. It involves looking for any signs of abnormal or unusual activities. Searching for a specific activity or abnormalities in the logs with the naked eye is impossible. For this reason, we have several manual and automated techniques for log analysis. We will manually carry out log analysis on Windows and web server access logs in the upcoming tasks.
That's a good camera. I don't think it's It's a 1080p camera. I think it's a pretty good camera. Cat cam. And the cat's gone. I'm sitting there scratching my balls on the camera. Why do I have a sleepy note? That's network logs. What type of logs contain authentication, authorization? That's security logs.
Like other operating systems, Windows OS also logs many of the activities that take place. These are stored in segregated log files, each with a specific log category. Some of the crucial types of logs stored in a Windows operating system are application. There are many applications running on the operating system. Any information related to those applications is logged into this file. This information includes errors, warnings, compatibility issues, etc. System. The operating system itself has different running operations. Any information related to these operations is logged in the system log file. This information includes driver issues, hardware issues, system startup and shutdown information, services information, etc. Security. This is the most important log file in Windows OS in terms of security. It logs all security-related activities, including user authentication, changes in user accounts, security.
Let's check my viewer. Why is it opening on this fucking window? Oh, it's not. Cisco. The fuck? I don't have Cisco. Oh, okay. Internet. It's just always auditing, huh?
Policy changes, etc. Besides these, several other log files in the Windows operating system are designed for logging activities related to specific actions and applications. Unlike other log files studied in the previous tasks, which had no built-in application to view them, Windows OS has a utility known as Event Viewer, which gives a nice graphical user interface to view and search for anything in these logs. To open Event Viewer, click on the Start button of Windows and type Event Viewer. It will open the Event Viewer for you, as shown below. The highlighted area in the screenshot below shows the different available logs.
Yeah, I was looking at mine. Okay. Let's just go to the beginning test. The first highlighted portion shows the different log files. When we click one of these log files, we see different logs, as can be seen in the second highlighted portion. Lastly, in the third highlighted portion, we have different options for analyzing the logs. That's the long. I never messed. I always messed with this and this. I never really messed with that much. I just really, if you just look at it, it's all you really need to do. Huh, it opens it like that. That's pretty cool. The log name, description. .464. Event viewer, event IDs. Four six two four. No critical. On Friday, a critical organization reported of being a victim of a cyber attack. Upon investigation, critical data was exfiltrated. This is supposed to be the short one. This is the
Exfiltrate.
right. Exfiltrated. Extracted. Which had access to the file server at the time of the attack. You are tasked to find out the activities of the attacker in his compromised system before he took access to the file server. Is it? Ten 2 4. So I need to look at the network logs, I guess. Well, whenever this loads, I guess.
I'm a mom and I think it's a girl.
I'm the dad, I think it's black. I'm the boy.
Being black.
I'm a mom and I think it's a girl.
I'm the dad, I think.
Remember those. it took long enough for it to fucking. System. My God, this VM is slow. Two 49176. Is that what it is? What the fuck? What the fuck? God damn it. Why does it keep doing? Why is it fucking with me? It's gonna be on this time frame. Oh, it's gonna be right here. $47.20. Okay. 6724. No. Password reset. How do I know when it goes through? Well, I'm guessing yes, but I don't know how to figure that out.
We interact with many websites daily. Sometimes, we just want to view the website, and sometimes, we want to log in or upload a file into any available input field. These are just different kinds of requests we make to a website. All these requests are logged by the website and stored in a log file on the web server running that website. This log file contains all the requests made to the website along with the information on the time frame, the IP requested, the request type, and the URL. Following are the fields taken from a sample log from an Apache web server access log file which can be found in the directory /r/log/apache2/access.log IP address 172.16.0.1. The IP
Status go 200, response from server. What is HTTP code 200? I think it's success. Yeah. Mozilla 500. It says Chrome, Mac, Safari. What the fuck is it? Which one is it? We can perform manual. Two log files. The command line utility can also help in this case. We can combine the results of multiple files within one single file. Cat access log 2, combine access log. Okay. grep is a very useful command line that allows you to search for strings and patterns inside a log file. For example, you may need to search for a specific IP address if is present in your log file. You can do this by using the following command. The following command will search to access a log file for the string 192 and display all the lines of grep access log. The less command is helpful for handling multiple log files. You may need to analyze specific chunks one by one. For this, you can use the less command line utility, which helps you view one page at a time. Less. Spacebar and B. Root rooms logs. Here. Oh, damn it. What was the IP which made the last GET request? The URL. That's 10.0.0.1. Oh, what the fuck's it doing? Yep, that was easy. Introduction to SIEM. Security information and event management system. Boom. SIEM stands for Security Information and Event Management System. It is a tool that collects data from various endpoints, network devices across the network, stores them at a centralized place, and performs correlation on them. This room covers basic concepts required to understand SIEM and how it works. Well, I need to finish this. Where's like, yeah, that's what. Oops. What to do? I just guessed it off of that. I didn't know you could do it like that. I usually just control alt delete. Oops. That's what I do. I don't know what answer they want. It's Control Delete. Control Shift Escape. Control Shift Escape. Control Shift. Yeah, you got that done. I was trying to get all this shit done. So I got all this shit to do still. I want to get those two done. So quit asking me so I can bump down here. Alright. Well, I'm done. I'm done.